Better paying jobs. That has helped contribute to the biggest surge in inflation in 40 years.
And from the gridiron, the NFL has officially closed the books now on a tanking investigation involving one of its teams.
Former Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson started something last winter when he told ESPN,
I was interested in taking whatever that money was and putting it towards getting us more players.
His suggestion that he was paid to tank games to give the team better draft position, later softened, led to a league investigation. Now the NFL says it finds no evidence to indicate the Browns lost games intentionally in 2016 and 17, and it determined there were no decisions made to deliberately weaken the team. Jackson ended his Cleveland tenure with 3 wins, 36 losses, and 1 tie.
Steve Kathan reporting. When's news time? 4:18.
Balance of Nature, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world, one life at a time.
I have a PhD in exercise science, so I know something about nutrition. And I'm almost 80 years old now, and I suggested to do a legitimate study because I'm finding the quality of my skin has improved tremendously in a year, and my aging spots have diminished. My skin has just gotten tougher, and I'm thinking, I know a million people in care facilities who had the same problem I did with their skin, and I think it would really help people with fragile skin.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code New York. This week at Macy's, give love, give style with an extra 25% off gifts for Mother's Day when you use your coupon or Macy's card. Plus great deals on fragrance sets from Mom's favorite brands like Carolina Herrera, YSL, and more. Or shop super buys like diamond hoop earrings for $999 and specials like 60% off bathrobes. Plus get contact-free curbside pickup or pick up in store today at Macy's. Details at Macy's.com/pickup. Savings on regular sale insurance prices, exclusions apply. Driving happy with the green car.
You're driving home when, oh no, you hit the longest red light in town. What's this? You're smiling because your car smells amazing. You just installed a Febreze car vent clip. 5 weeks ago. With up to 40 days of consistent Febreze scent, those lights can stay red for as long as daylight.
Hey, 1010 Wins is a proud sponsor of the annual AIDS Walk New York. The event is back, and this year it's on Sunday, May the 15th in Central Park. To register or to donate, you can visit ny.aidswalk.net.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Give you a partly sunny afternoon, 61 degrees here at 420. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. Oh, never mind the document leak from the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice wants to know who did it, setting off quite a debate, and as it contained a draft indicated that Roe v. Wade is doomed and about to be overturned. We'll have the latest. Also following the reaction and protests that are planned here in the area, and abortion rights advocates preparing for what could be the end of of a 50-year law. The alleged author of the change says it's time for state governments to make that call, not the Constitution. An arrest today after a shooting at a deli in the Bronx left one man dead and two innocents injured, and it happened at 2 in the morning at a popular deli on East Burnside in Mount Hope. Brian Benjamin is out. Governor Kathy Hochul then announced today Congressman Antonio Delgado will serve as New York's next lieutenant governor. And former Mayor Bill de Blasio on Morning Joe today discussing why he didn't connect, in his own words, with New Yorkers better. Be surprised at his comments. 10-10 winds AccuWeather becoming cloudy with a few late showers. Will drop down to a low of 51 degrees before it's all over tonight. Time 421 from the traffic center now. Here is Greg Rice.
Got trouble on the northbound and west side of West 150th Street. You got a crash blocking part of the right lane. You got a Mustang with the front hood smashed in, so that's not good. Northbound and west side slow from right around the Intrepid up to the 150s. Riverside Drive. Longer you can stick with it, especially further uptown, better off you're going to be. And on that topic, here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George, that's a good go. Everything outbound is some kind of sloppy. Looking at the Lincoln Tunnel getting into the city, it's about 10 to 15 out. Outbound 15 to 20. Holland 30 to 40 on the outbound go, about 10 to 15 in. Getting to the Bronxbound Whitestone and Queensbound Throgs next, still presenting challenges. Queensbound RFK across the span. You're all jammed up coming back over to Queens. Belton, Brooklyn, eastbound Knapp Street, left lane still knocked out with a wreck. Bad ride from the Verrazano, and then in Queens, eastbound side of the Belt Parkway right now, getting out to Springfield Boulevard. You got the right lane still out with emergency work. The jam all the way back to the Van Wyck Expressway. Long Island Expressway is still slow west from right around the area of Sunnyside Boulevard over to Robbins Lane, but the earlier wreck on the westbound LIE, that is all off to the shoulder hutch. Awful either way in Westchester. The New England Thruway, clean shot between the Connecticut and Bronx lines. Traffic is sponsored by Allure Home Improvements. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Did you know that you can fully gut and remodel your bathroom in just 5 days, or your kitchen in just 10? A full gut and remodel in just 5 or 10 days. For your free design consultation, visit Allure Home Improvements at ALURE.com.
Allure Home Improvement.
By now, you've heard the news. Oh boy, it's the talk of the town and the country for that matter. An insider leaked an apparent draft about an upcoming Supreme Court decision regarding abortions in this country. And to say it has caused a firestorm to every corner of the nation is an understatement. Supreme Court Justice John Roberts confirmed that the leak, or what it purports, is real, though he says it's only a draft opinion, which might not come out this way in the final ruling. Aaron Kotursky at the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court confirmed the draft opinion obtained by Politico is authentic. Chief Justice Roberts said in a statement he has directed the marshal of the court to investigate the source of the leak of the draft opinion that indicated the court is prepared to overturn Roe versus Wade, and with it, 50 years of reproductive rights precedent. To the extent this betrayal of the confidences of the court was intended to undermine the integrity of court operations, Roberts said, it will not succeed.
Meantime, there are protests over abortion rights as if we were back in the 1970s, folks, when the national fever was at a boiling point as the measure was first becoming the law of the land. President Biden weighed in today, calling the leak a tragedy and the information it contained a major setback if, in fact, it becomes law. Here's Sagar Magani.
The president says it's a radical decision that would jeopardize everything from same-sex marriage to birth control.
It's a fundamental shift in American jurisprudence.
He wants Congress to pass a law formalizing Roe's abortion protections. And top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer says there will be a vote.
A vote on this legislation is not an abstract exercise. This is as urgent and real as it gets.
Though past efforts have failed. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Here at home, you can expect a large gathering starting at 5 o'clock here at Foley Square and another one tonight at Barclays in Brooklyn. You can imagine people on both sides of the abortion issue will gather. Julia Papa was on the steps of City Hall earlier where abortion rights advocates reacted to the leaked draft.
Council Speaker Adrian Adams says the ramifications of what appears in the draft are profound. Half of the women of reproductive age in the country would be affected.
Of women of reproductive ages in the United States, 36 million women losing abortion access in their own home state.
Planned Parenthood's Joy Calloway fears the bigger picture.
Anti-abortion groups and their cronies in Congress have been meeting behind the scenes to plan a national attack.
She believes it'll play a role in national elections. Juliet Papa, 1010 Wins at City Hall.
And there's been reaction from all over in Virginia. The governor says he's surprised by the leak, but happy that the court is considering overturning Roe v. Wade. And from Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis says he's surprised by the leak, too.
I think it was really an attack on a lot of the justices. I think it was an intentional thing to try to whip up a lot of the public, to try to make it very political, potentially try to bully them into changing one of their positions, and that is not something that's appropriate.
We invite you to stay with 1010 Wins for the very latest developments. Wins News Time 426 and now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Volatility for Wall Street today, but indexes finish higher as traders wait for tomorrow's big news, the Fed's announcement on interest rates. The Dow ended higher by 67, NASDAQ up 28, S&P 500 up 20. Things are looking up for the gig economy. Airbnb says people booked more than 102 million nights at properties through Airbnb the first 3 months of this year. Sounds like a lot, and it is. In fact, it's more than pre-pandemic levels. Revenue beat persistent for Airbnb, and it's issuing a strong forecast for this quarter. Independent research from Yipit Data shows the average cost of a ride through a ride-hailing service was 37% higher in March than in March 2019, but today Lyft says riders who were tired of being cooped up at home weren't scared away by those higher prices. The number of rides January to March remained 30% below pre-pandemic levels, but the fact people paid more for those rides helped Lyft beat forecasts for earnings and revenue. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day. 1010 Wins.
Now this message, Riverside Memorial Chapel for generations, a symbol of Jewish tradition and uncompromising quality. Wins News Time 427.
The northern state, the southern state, the LIE.
Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three.
I just gave up on the northern states.
Complete coverage of Long Island's Big Three.
Would you look at the LIE?
From New York's true traffic station, 1010 Wins.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Cityside Medical Clinic. Are you struggling with ED? Well, I have great news. We can now effectively treat ED without any pills or side effects. Cityside Medical Clinic uses the most advanced form of wave therapy, clinically proven to open up and regrow blood vessels. Our technology has been shown to be highly effective by Cambridge University. If you're struggling with ED and sick of the pills, call us now, and not only will the assessment and blood flow ultrasound be free, we'll also give you something unique that produces powerful results in the bedroom. You're gonna love that. This is $550 normally, but call us now and it's totally free. 646-715-5555. That's 646-715-5555. Put a stop to your ED by treating the root cause of the problem and get your love life back. Call Cityside Medical Clinic in the next 2 minutes to qualify. 646-715-5555.
At CDW, we get the right network makes remote locations seem less remote.
Great, because my data is lagging out here.
CDW can orchestrate the Aruba Edge Services platform, bringing computing closer to where data is created. It automates, unifies, and secures the edge, fixing problems before they impact your business, giving your network a sixth sense. Someone at the door?
Just a moose. He works here.
Aruba and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Aruba.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these Small Business Month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from anywhere. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to refresh your business tech with these Small Business Month specials. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
If you're looking for real news, News Nation doesn't take sides or lean into political agendas. At News Nation, you get all sides. News Nation, news for all America. Go to newsnationnow.com/join us to find your television provider.
AccuWeather says mostly cloudy with a couple of showers after midnight. We'll get to a low of 51 degrees. Right now, 61 degrees in Midtown. Good afternoon. I'm Larry Mullins. When's news time at the Tone? 4:30.
Good afternoon. I'm Suzanne Carlucci. Shockwaves are rippling nationwide today after news the Supreme Court is poised to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade decision legalizing abortion nationwide. That news coming from the unprecedented leak of a draft opinion published by Politico. Chief Justice John Roberts today confirming the authenticity of that, ordering an investigation into what he called an egregious breach of trust. More now from ABC News.
Outside the Supreme Court, protesters from both sides of the abortion rights issue chanting today. It follows the leaked draft opinion showing 5 justices support overturning Roe v. Wade and possibly sending it back to the states to decide. White House spokesperson Jen Psaki aboard Air Force One today explained what that would look like.
If Roe fails, abortion would probably be illegal in about half the states, up to 26 states, particularly in the South, Midwest, and West.
The leaked draft is connected to the Mississippi case being reviewed by the Supreme Court right now. Chief Justice John Roberts says the draft is authentic. ABC's Aaron Katersky has more.
Chief Justice Roberts said in a statement he has directed the marshal of the court to investigate the source of the leak. To the extent this betrayal of the confidences of the court was intended to undermine the integrity of court operations, Roberts said, it will not succeed.
Chief Roberts also says the draft does not represent a final decision in the case. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Wins News Time, 4:31. Time for a check of traffic in transit and conditions getting busy with Greg Wright.
Yeah, Suzanne, as you've been hearing here on 1010 Wins, we're expecting a lot of demonstration activity in Lower Manhattan next hour, which means everybody's going to spend this hour trying to get there. We are already seeing traffic-wise, things get really messy in Lower Manhattan. So if you don't have to be in Lower Manhattan near City Hall, Foley Square, and trying to get to and from the Brooklyn Bridge, better to go elsewhere right now as things are really starting to gridlock through that part of town. So the rest of the bridges and tunnels, here's what you need to know. Williamsburg Bridge, as good as it's going to get on a Tuesday afternoon during rush, so if you can, you should. Brooklyn bound Battery's already pretty slow. Manhattan Bridge citybound is all right. Brooklyn bound starting to jam up, but the Manhattan Bridge much better, all things considered, than the Brooklyn Bridge. Citybound George, good enough. Northbound and west side of the 150s, wreck in the right lane. Everything else bad right to the bridge. Lincoln's about 10 minutes in, 20 to 30 out. Holland Tunnel, 30 to 40 on the outbound ride, 10 in from the Skyway. Better off of the Newark Bay Belt. They get you in both boroughs. Eastbound side over after Knapp Street, the left lane out with the crash, the mess from the Verrazano, and ongoing emergency work on the eastbound belt at Springfield Boulevard. You're going to slow down all the way back from the Van Wyck. If you're in a jam, like on the Belt Parkway, call the Barnes Firm traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010.